Rex, we're live, mate. You're on live. We're on live. We'll give it a wee minute to see people come on, and then we can start answering some questions, eh? My old man. Okay, we've got a whole bunch coming on now. I figured it'd be better to look at Rex rather than me. I just thought, instead of putting a whole bunch of posts as well about pat walks coming up, I thought I'm just as easy doing a live, and then I can answer anybody's questions, but then also I can just blabble and say what I'm thinking, and then people will probably get more from that than just putting posts. Already the pat walks are filling up, people already started to pay, etc. But do not panic. Okay, in particular Cheryl McLaughlin, stop panicking, I've got your details. Okay, so I know that there's literally, hundreds of people there dying to come out and do some pat walks. I'm dying to do pat walks again, dying to get everything back to the way it was, and we also know that a bulk of the learning and progress that you get with your dogs is doing pat walks, especially if you've already done a session, and this is assuming your dog's got issues with maybe socializing or anything, recall, pulling on the lead, whatever, being afraid of humans or strangers. Pat walks are really the bag for you. So pat walks are really great also for people that have questions, about, there's a lot of misinformation out there with regards to dog training or balance training or certain tools or whatever. So the pat walks are also a great place for people to come to be able to have those questions answered. And if you're open-minded, then I encourage that. The pat walks are also a place that it can be, let's be honest, right? It's very much more affordable. There's many people that would like to do sessions, but due to the climate and etc., can't afford to do a session. And I appreciate that, and I understand that. And I try to be as fair as possible when it comes to doing the pat walks. In terms of pricing, and also with sessions, to be honest, I try and be as fair as possible with them as well. So I hope you feel that way. So let's just get a wee picture of Stitch. Can we zoom in on a live? We can. Stitch is just chilling. Look. Stitch only got 1 ear, as we know. The other one's floppy, so he's literally deaf in 1 ear. Until you say the word biscuits. Yeah, he's not. This guy's a chancer. This guy, look at this boy's a chancer. Oh wow! Let's see you. We'll only show half of you. Cheese, because we have a naked child here. Cheese, okay. Stitch. Who said that word biscuits? Who said it?
Wow.
Oh wow! Are you saying hello?
Hello.
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 Hello. This is little Harriet.
It's
Anyone who knows me will know of Harriet. Well done, Hazza. But it's back to the dogs. They're not here for you. They're here for dogs. Stitch, come here. There's my boy. Look at that ear. My old man now, 5. And we have Lilo with her ball. Cheese. Lilo, you got a ball? Let's zoom in a little. You got a ball? Where's Junior? We're going to go on a ready? Who's Junior? Funny.
Yeah.
And some of you saw Old Man Rex at the front here. And Junior's away somewhere. Okay, so.
Wow.
Right, Harry, you need to shush for a minute because I need to answer you with questions, okay? Let's answer these questions. Right, so want to do pat walks kind of as soon as possible, get back to normal. I don't want to get political in where we are right now with regards to COVID and how we feel about that, etc. I have quite strong feelings on it, but I don't want to get into the politics. But the law, whether you agree with it or not, nope, is the law. So I certainly, when it comes to business, I have to stick to that. So right now you're allowed, I believe, my wife keeps me right with this, so you're allowed in Scotland anyway. I was down in England last week, and that was brilliant. Everything back normal, masks off, people being unlimited, everything. And guess what? People weren't dying on the street. Right, don't get political, Roddy. So so it was great to see that, and I'm dying for that to happen again here. But right now, in Scotland, we have a maximum, I believe it's 15 people that you can have outside from 15 different households. And because I'm running a business, I'm not really gonna change that right now. Okay, I'm gonna stick whatever the laws are. I always stick with the laws, whether we agree with them or not. Okay, and one thing I will say though is as soon as the law changes and relaxes, so will the numbers, etc. I'm not limiting, because if there's 15, then there has to be 14 others, because I'll be one. I'm not enjoying limiting it to 14 people. I want to have that it can be unlimited again, but I just have to stick to that. So soon, everything that I'm kind of saying when it comes to this, and the Pat Walks, is because the law is making it this way. Also, things like masks and other things, I will not be, and distancing as well, I will not be, anyone that knows me, I will not be forcing anything. Not that I can force, but I will not be probably even talking about any of that stuff, nonsense, anything. I will not be doing any of that. So do not feel, oh well, do I have to wear a mask on the walk? No, you do not do any of that. And at the same time, if you're somebody who is uncomfortable and you want to come and you want to do a pat walk, but you want to wear a mask, etc., feel free, please do, of course, as well. What I'm saying is there's no judgment either way. So pat walks going to start in Saturdays in general. I'm booked up pretty much the rest of the year, so I've managed to move some of the pat walks around a bit, the sessions around a bit, to free up some Saturdays. And the challenge was just trying to get some dates that were suitable, so I may be able to get one still in August. I'm just trying to move some things around, but if I can, it's the 4th and the 18th of September right now. They are the dates that we're looking at. Okay, 4th and 18th of September. The Pat Walks are going to be at Overtoun House in Dumbarton. And yeah, because of the numbers, the way that you get booked is you pay, or you first contact me saying you want to book a slot, then you pay. I believe it's £20 for a slot, and if you're coming with another person, so your husband or wife, then it's a tenner for them. And if it was with anyone, of course children, anyone under the age of 12, I think the law is, I don't know, then of course please bring as many of them as you like. It's not a problem. I don't mind that at all. I encourage that, in fact. But yeah, it just has to be all this way, guys, because of the law, not because like I want to make it any more difficult or anything like that. Okay, and that's where as well, like, I hate having people having to book and pay out beforehand and stuff. I'm a bit more easygoing and just saying, like, just come on the day and let's you just pay cash or whatever on the day, or sometimes people even pay me on the day through bank or PayPal or whatever, and I'm totally fine with all of that. But right now we just can't have that. I need to have, or else we're gonna have, I mean, I've got over 300 people right now waiting to come to Pat Walks, so there has to be a limit and a structure to this. So the way that it'll work, 4th and the 18th of September in Dumbarton, I'm just going to do one on those days right now. In the future I probably will do, my thinking is to do them on other days, maybe a day during the week as well, or even a Saturday, but do like 3 back to back, so that allows people to come at just different time slots as well. And when I say Pat Walks, please keep in mind, Pat Walks are Pat Walk and Talks. So they're not just we're going out at Pat Walk. I've been doing Pat Walks for over 15 years, a long time. There's a lot of other people doing Pat Walks now. and that's even just in the balanced training community, and that's great. Is anyone that's going to help to have dogs more social and spread the love of balanced training, then wonderful. They're very, very different to your breed specific pat walks. Walks that you do when you go to, I don't know, let's just say your Beagle walk or your Dog de Bordeaux walk or your Boxer walk or whatever. It's very, very different. There are rules. But everybody's pretty much singing from the same hymn sheet, so it's much, much easier. You don't really get any fights, you don't get any, it's just really, really enjoyable. Oh, here he comes. Junior decides to join us. June, you got your ball? Is that why? Come here. So the 4th and the 18th, the book for them, I'll have to get that face, come on. That's my boy. He's so proud he's got his ball. June. I'm not coming over there to get this like stones. 4th and the 18th. So, PayPal bank transfer. Let me answer some questions here. I did just put another post as well about doing the a pat walk during the week. Monday to Friday. We could start doing that, because basically that would also be kind of like a pat walk, as people know that have been before. It's kind of like a training class at the same time. We stop, we do some training exercises and answer questions, etc. It's not just you go, your dogs are all on lead. That is not the case on my pat walks. Your dogs are all under control, so that whether your dog is on or off lead is secondary. If your dog is under control, then it can be off lead. Your dogs are not all on lead. And there's many dogs that are on lead that are not under control, and there are many dogs that are off lead that are far more under control. So can your dog get off lead on a pat walk? Yes, but you have to have your dog under control. So and with that, I speak to everybody individually as we're going, and I'll answer any questions and then do some like challenges as well. And for more of that, if you go on my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see lots of examples of what we do on pat walks. So, what age does Laura's asking, what age does your dog need to be to join a pat walk? What breed of dog have you got, Laura? The reason I asked that is because, listen, if you've got a 13-week-old Jack Russell, then come straight away. It doesn't matter, the dog gets a wee bit tired, then pick it up for 5 minutes, then put it back down and let it run on. I don't, in general, I don't have a stipulation that your dog needs to be a certain age. Your dog can be any age, and also your dog can be in general any age and any temperament as well. Okay, Andy has asked, my dog is super reactive to other dogs. Well, guess what? This is the place for you, mate. On the pat walks, you're not getting judged. You're not going to be, oh, look at this guy over here who can't control his dog. Yeah, that's why I'm here. So your dog's super reactive. Andy, you could bring him on a pat walk straight away, mate. Not a problem. I'll be able to help you. And I'm seeing you this week apparently. So we can talk more about that when I see you. Okay. But yeah, if your dog's super reactive, we'll be able to still get him on a pat walk, not a problem. 9 months old, yeah, totally, Laura, that's fine. Doing a pat walk. The pat walks are generally an hour to an hour and a half. So let's say an hour and a half, and that'll include maybe doing some training in the middle of it. We kind of stop and do some stuff. As you can tell by this live, I'm a bit of a blabbler, so I blabble on. So I do that a bit on the pat walks. I think people find it helpful. Well, they keep coming back, so I guess we'll find out going forward. But so yeah, in general, I try and keep it an hour and about an hour and a half. So, and you're not just hiking the whole way or anything like that. We're taking it slow and talking as we go. Look at this, by the way. I mean, you want this, right? So there's people passing by on the other side of the street and things like that, right? And look, here's the dogs out chilling. Got Lilo and Stitch here, over here, and these are the two worst, by the way. These two disasters. This boy is just amazing. A Junior, my boy. Junior, gonna give him a wee grill for the camera. June, Get her. Oza. Oza. Come here. Down. Mazza. June. Oh, he wants to throw the ball. Where's to throw the ball? Get him. So yeah, you want that, you know, people can walk by your home, etc. and your dog's not make a noise or do anything. That's what you're looking for. Yeah, if your dog's reactive, it's not a problem. The other thing I would say with that, if your dog's really reactive to other dogs, I mean, your dog can be reactive, your dog can also be aggressive, your dog can also be fearful, dominant, blah blah blah, too excited. If you fear your dog can bite another dog, then I'd be saying, would something that would make you more comfortable would be having that dog on a muzzle, because your dogs are all going to be, you know, you're walking as a pack. Now they'll still be like social distancing from each other, but would a muzzle on your dog make you be more comfortable? And if the answer to that is yes, then I'd be saying muzzle train the dog before you come on a pat walk. Muzzle condition that dog. Just go on YouTube, type muzzle condition, how to muzzle train the dog. It's a great thing for all dogs to learn, to be honest, because you never know when you might need that sort of thing. I advise you using a basket muzzle. I don't like using not a soft material muzzle that goes and restricts the breathing. A big basket, a big Hannibal Lecter thing is the best. I don't care what the dog looks like, I care that the dog's comfortable and can breathe normally and can drink water and maybe even take some treats, whatever. So I would encourage to do some muzzle conditioning beforehand. If you're not going to say a word about mauling another dog or whatever, then it doesn't matter. I would say hello. I would say yeah, just bring the dog and even if you don't feel you can really control the dog, like, oh, if it's a dog he just goes crazy, but I'm there, I'll be there helping you to control the dog, okay? So yeah, really it's hi David, how are you? You maybe want to come up for a pat walk, stay for a wee while, especially now that you're going full time, mate. Yeah, good for you. Well worth it for you, mate. You deserve it. So yeah, the pat walks, the 4th and the 18th of September. Hopefully I'll try and get one in August. And then potentially trying maybe twice a month as well to do the midweek. I don't know, say a Wednesday night or something, I don't know. Do the midweek as well. That would be really beneficial. I'm just going to move away from Harriet because so you guys can hear me. You sit up there. You've been annoying. So the other thing would be how many of you would want to do something midweek, or not even want, but be able to do something midweek. If you're able to do something midweek, then it'd be really beneficial, I think, to do that. So because the pat walks are basically like a training class as well at the same time. So if you're able to do that, then pop on the. I've put a post up about that, about doing them midweek, and if you're able to, say what days you think would be beneficial for you to do, and we can get that organised as well. So I guess my thinking is going forward is to be able to start doing pat walks maybe once or twice on Saturdays in a month, and then maybe once or twice midweek during the month as well, because they're basically training classes as well as obviously a pack walk, and I think that would really be beneficial for people. It would also, I think, as I said, in current climate, be more affordable for people as well. So Rachel, we have a session booked. Oh, let me find you, sorry. We have a session booked for August with my pup and my mum's dog Apollo. Should I get a suitable muzzle for them? So yeah, Rachel, I mean, if you are worried again about biting, then muzzle is a way that allows, a lot of times muzzles aren't needed for the dog, they are needed for the human, and I don't mean the human wearing the muzzle, but it makes the human be more relaxed, be more comfortable, it keeps things safe, of course. It enables everything to remain successful. So the muzzles are a great one. If I was using a muzzle, a simple general run-of-the-mill ideal would be just a Baskerville basket muzzle. The black rubber ones, you get them in Pets at Home, you get them on Amazon, probably Amazon best. They're probably the best for you, the cheapest, and also do the job on Amazon. I'm at Baskerville. If you've got a staffy that sort, then it's generally like a size 4 that generally fits for them, but you can take the dog in or you can take them back. The midweek pat walks would be in the Dumbarton, up at Overtoun as well. That's where I'm going to do them. I am thinking about running one, a pat walk up at Tentsmuir as well, doing one up there as well on a Saturday, or it could be, maybe as a midweek. So I might put them up. I'm deciding again whether to put them as I normally, whenever I've done pat walks before, I've done them as events, and then you can, you know, you can just subscribe to the events and you would always know when an event is coming up, so you can click going. But my worry with that is people, you know, might get overbooked with that. People will click going and then turn up, which, you know, I don't have a problem with, but right now legally we're not allowed to, so we can't really do that. So I'm not doing it as an event right now. Just these posts, and then people can just message, or I might do events. I don't know. This is why I'm doing like this live. I'm just running everything out of my mind onto you guys, and then you guys can answer these questions, you know. Should I do them as events? And then the people that click going, you can only click going once you've paid, you know, and had that payment confirmed, something like that. I don't know, because I think events are still, it's a good thing for you guys to see and know as well. So I don't know, I think I might do that. How good are these flowers blooming, eh? That's my mother-in-law. So of course, Joe, I knew you'd be there, mate. So yeah, and also at the very beginning, Sam, hello, how are you? Sorry I didn't say hello to you, my dear. How are you doing with just the one doggy, with Reebreebs gone? What a shame. So and Alison, how are you? Hello. So yeah, let's I'll finish this for now, and then I think I'll do another one. I'm gonna put a bit more thought to it and put down some, you know, pen to paper, and I'll probably just make an event. But already the 4th and the 18th, I'm getting already in the background, I've got loads and loads of ping people trying to get on it. So all of them guys will book really, really quickly. So this is what I'm saying, if you can share even this live, or share the other posts, so other people can get the opportunity to get on others in the future as much as possible. Alright, so and if you have any questions about pat walks, try and get people and yourselves to respond or ask the questions on this live, so I can keep it all in one place. It's just easier to manage going forward. But yeah, right now pat walks are starting back up, 4th and the 18th of September in Dumbarton. £20. You can have up to 14 people. Hiya. And if you're coming with kids of course can come along. I guess, don't know, you got to watch what you say. I won't say anything else because there's so many things I'm tempted to, but I'll get told off, so I won't. So yeah, just message me, either text me, message me, email me, whatever way you normally get in contact. Just do that and say you want to book, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can and get you booked on. Okay, right guys, thanks so much.